Okay, so it's about 4:42 a.m. now. Got up at 4 a.m. this morning, out of bed, did my cold shower to wake up, to freshen up, to do that one little uncomfortable task to get me set up for the day. But, now I'm going to do a couple hours of work. I'm going to do an hour of self-development because, self-development is like the key to setting up your day in a positive note and getting shit done. Right? If I don't do my morning self-development, I don't go into that day with a positive mindset. Right? There's certain things that I learn within this morning self-development session are things to build me, build my character, and of course, build my mindset, because mindset is going to be the cornerstone. It is going to be the foundation to achieving any type of success. But let's talk about Sunday. So you guys remember the video that I made about how I drank and I went out? Now, I've actually got one of my best friends, oldest friends from cheapest, I don't know, we know each other long over 10 years. He's come to visit. I haven't seen him in 7 years, but you guys might actually know him, especially if you've been following me on Instagram. And it's CJ. CJ's in town. So CJ has done a crazy transformation in the insulin recon method. You'll see his pictures here. I'll pop them up here somewhere for you, what the transformation photos look like. But when CJ came to me, he told me that, he's finally coming to visit Cape Town again, but when he comes here, it's summertime, it's beach time, he wants to feel fully confident in his physique, he wants to walk around, and he also wants flexibility with his food, okay? Because no one wants to go on holiday and then be fully restricted. But in order to not have that restriction, you need to ensure that your body is working for you. And when you're insulin sensitive, you can afford to have a cheat meal here, and you can afford to have a cheat meal there, right? Now, another thing I want to point out, because this is what happened this week, or last week, is one of my clients, Jared, okay? We are on a mission now. We are going through the priming and the depletion phase, and right now, he has dropped a good amount of weight, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, within one day, he picked up 10 pounds. Now, here's the thing. Jared had been eating clean, right? He'd been staying on track. He'd been ticking all of the boxes. But after having that cheat meal, his weight shot up. Now, usually this would have stressed Jared up, right? It would have stressed him out. That's one of the reasons why he came to me, because he got very stressed out about seeing the scale weight go up and down. It was never constant. It was stuck at a plateau for a while. But then I told him exactly what's going on. And the biggest reason that this is happening is because his body is not responding how it should. Because he spent years not focusing on health, not keeping things locked in, obviously that is going to break down your insulin sensitivity. So our goal now is to prime his insulin sensitivity. So when he had that cheat meal, he had a pizza, right? He asked me, he doesn't understand what's going on because he's been staying so on track. What's happening is when you have your carbs, when you have sodium, which is packed when you're having a pizza, it brings in a shitload of water. So that's why you'll find the next day when you wake up, you may have gained 5 to even 10 pounds. And all that happens is your progress keeps going up, up and down, up and down, up and down. It feels like you never see that progress. And what that is going to lead to, it's going to lead to you giving up. It's going to lead to you literally asking yourself, why the hell is this not working? I'm putting in the work, what's going on? Okay, so it's going to break down self-belief within yourself, which is then later on going to affect your consistency, and you're basically going to create a negative feedback loop. I've made a video on the negative feedback loops as well. Go check that out, and you'll get a much better understanding as to why your motivation dips, and most importantly, why you can't rely on motivation. Okay, motivation is fickle. You can wake up the one day with motivation, the next day you can wake up and you've got absolutely no motivation at all, right? And that's another thing that I also used to struggle with. When I first started, I started seeing the newbie gains, which was awesome. Then for a couple of years, I was stuck at a plateau, right? I just couldn't get past that certain point. And I remember waking up on certain days and I just asked myself, what is the point in even showing up? I'm not seeing the progress. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm literally training. At that point, I was training 6 times per week, sometimes 2 hours per day, just eating, but I wasn't dialing it in, right? I wasn't prioritizing insulin sensitivity. So back to that. What happens when you have that pizza? It pulls in a shit load of water. So that's when you get that like puffy look. That's when you feel like you get holding a shit ton of water. You got water retention, the scale weight goes up, and you just feel like shit the next day because your body isn't utilizing it, right? Instead, it's pulling in that water, and of course, it's going to be stored as fat because your body doesn't know what to do and how to handle the carbs. What is supposed to happen is those carbs get pushed to the muscle cells, where it's going to be taken up by the muscle cells. It's going to be used for energy, and it's going to be used for glycogen storage, and of course, repair. Okay, where you're going to repair and build the muscle tissue. When you're resistant to insulin, when your body isn't working for you, no, what happens? It gets taken in. You hold a lot of water, not in the muscle, so your muscles don't look full. Instead, it sits just above the muscle and in between the skin. So you've got that watery kind of look, if that makes sense, if you know what I'm talking about. But that is the biggest reason for that. When I wake up the next day, right? Let's say I have a pizza and it's packed with sodium and it's packed with carbs, I will literally wake up the next day looking harder, looking fuller, my muscles looking way fuller, more bulgy. I will have my veins will be popping like crazy, and I will just look swole. Okay, and that is because those carbs and that sodium is being used in the way it should. It is actually, if I structure it correctly with my training schedule, so that's when you should be having your cheat meals, right? You should be having your cheat meals in congruence with the days that you're training your weak points. Let's say muscle groups that you want to improve on, because those extra calories, carbs, once going through the low days, the high days, and then of course the cheat meal days, it's just going to swell. Okay, you're going to repair a lot quicker. So that is when you have the congruence. But now we are still on a journey to drop his insulin sensitivity. Okay, to make him maximize his insulin sensitivity rather. And that's why you'll see it will be up and down, up and down, up and down, and then boom goes the spike after the cheat meal, and then back down, up, back down, until we get to a point where his body just utilizes. Then he's going to have so much more freedom. When he does fall off track and he has a cheat meal, or it's holiday, or he has to take his girl out for dinner, he has to go get Uber Eats, movie night, whatever, he isn't going to have that type of guilt. Okay, and that is why priming insulin sensitivity is the key. Okay, it is the secret, it is the ultimate cheat code. Okay, and that is why my entire program is about the insulin recon method. That is what the method is all about. So let's get back to CJ being here and going out on Sunday. You see, sometimes I just go on. So CJ's arrived. He arrived Sunday. Then, of course, we hadn't seen each other in years, and we used to party together like crazy, right? We've been like there for each other, all three of us, me, Jamie, and CJ, since day one. Then, we went through high school together, and CJ went back to the US because he's originally from there, but he lived in South Africa for a while, but now he's come back down. And of course, I want to be super locked in, but it would be super unfair for me as a friend to be like, nah, sorry, bro, I'm working 12 hours. You flew all the way, you're staying with me as well now, you're still sleeping. And I just can't spend time with you. Sorry. Like, I wouldn't do that. That's a dick move. So I guess this has been a good way to force me to have a bit more balance in terms of now I've just had to restructure things in a specific way that is going to fit this. Okay. And the reason why I'm just not letting go, because I can't just let go, because I understand what happens when you fully let go of everything. When holiday season comes, when it's festive season, what tends to happen is you fall, your momentum drops like crazy. So for whatever goals that you've set yourself for 2026, if you go into 2026 without any type of momentum, without any structures, you're literally starting from square one. And what tends to happen, what I've seen so many times, and why most people can never stick to their New Year's resolutions and why they never solidify, is because you go into the year, you haven't done any habit formation, you've got no routine set up, you've got no structure set up, but you have this big goal of like dropping 20 pounds of fat, maybe it's even 30 pounds of fat because of the festive season, because you ate like shit, like most people do. They just go and drink, they eat like shit, they destroy their body, then they come and they either go cold turkey and they're like, okay, I'm dropping all of these carbs, I'm dropping all of this food, I'm doing the 75 hard challenge or 72 hard challenge, I've never done it before, but that type of thing. And then 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks down the line, you get sick of it, right? It's so much more difficult to stay disciplined. It's so much more difficult to stay consistent. That is because you have lost all momentum. So what I make sure that I do, even when I go on holiday, yes, we went out on Sunday. Okay, it was very unexpected. And you see what happened when you go out when I went out on Sunday. I didn't do my 4 a.m. wake up. I woke up in that day. I woke up at 10. I had done none of my planning, which I usually do on Sunday, as you guys have seen the 3x3. By the way, if you don't know how to become productive during the week, if you feel like you're very scattered during the week, I've made a video known as the 3x3 rule. Bro, go check that. It will change the productivity. It will change how you get into the work and how you actually complete all your tasks, right? And basically move to whatever goals that you want to achieve. But I didn't do that. I didn't do any of my prepping. I didn't do any of my planning. Meals weren't prepped. I woke up the next day, I had to flip and cook food, having a little bit of a hangover. I had calls, I had things. I still made sure that I got all my shit done, right? I just didn't do my 4 a.m. wake up. I didn't do my cold shower, but I still went and I did my fasted cardio. But that was around 11 o'clock. And then, you see, I have a lot of guilt. When I go out and drink, I have a lot of guilt the next day. Not because I'm screwing up my body. Yes, that's just one of those things. That's a consequence I need to deal with because I got a hangover, I got a headache, I'm not feeling great. But no, I feel guilt because I know that I could be doing so much better. I know that there's progress on the table. The thing is, when you have such a strong burning desire to achieve a goal that you will do whatever it takes, when you know that you are capable of more and you're not showing up to that capability, it leaves you with a lot of guilt. Right? It leaves you with a lot of guilt because I could have woken up at 4. I could have gotten 6 hours of work done by the time that I woke up. 6 hours left on the table. Now that's how I work. And it was the exact same. Right? When I went through my transformation journey, when I picked up 100 pounds of lean mass since I started. Yes, it was years of trial by error. I could have picked up that 100 pounds a lot quicker if I'd known what I'd doing, but I'd spent all of those years testing, failing, working with some of the best guys in the industry until I finally developed a method that I understand is going to take me where I need to get to. But even then, when I was on that journey, I was so desired to make a change and to achieve the goal that I'd set out, right? And to ultimately change that situation, boost my confidence, become a new man. I would feel guilty anytime I'd miss a meal, right? I would feel guilty anytime I'd miss a session because I knew every missed meal, every missed session is just holding me back from reaching my full potential, right? Because that's just progress left on the table and I don't like that. And again, when you've got that desire, bro, that is how you work. Now I've got new goals. If I know that I can be showing up way better, then I'm going to do my ultimate best. But now that CJ is here, because you know what, family is also very important. Balance up to a point is very important because there's no such thing as balance if you've got high expectations, right? You've got super high goals that you want to achieve. You can't live the normal balanced lifestyle because you don't want to be normal. A majority of you guys that are watching this, you don't want to be fucking normal. Okay, so you can't be doing normal stuff. If you want to build a crazy business, right? What's going to happen? How do you think that you're going to achieve that without working 10 to 12 hours per day, putting in the graft, putting in the grind, spending weekends while everyone's partying and you are developing, you are working on your business? If you want to make it, you got to do what is needed. Okay? Same applies. If you've got this idea of like getting six-pack abs, right? Walking on the beach, having full confidence, not giving a shit what anybody thinks, having full confidence and respect. If you're one of those guys that want to walk into a room and you demand respect, right? I actually got off a call with a guy the other day. His daughters are like they're moving into their teenage years where boys, or later years where the boys are starting to come in. And he wanted to join the program because he wanted to be intimidating, which is completely understandable as a father. You know, you want your daughters to be respected, and how is that going to happen? Bro, if a boyfriend comes to the house and sees his dad is jacked and like an intimidating dude, he's not going to try any shit. He's not going to break her heart, and you are going to be there well rested, with ease, right? You know that everything's sorted. So, you know, if you have those specific goals and they're that important to you, like you can't be doing normal shit. You can't be eating out 4 times per week, right? 5 times per week, getting Uber Eats, slacking on your training maybe once, and not being consistent, not being disciplined, not being locked in. But then just live a normal life. But you guys don't want that. I know if you're following me, you know exactly what I'm about. So, but what I've done, right? I get off track. Because CJ is here, you know, I want to maintain that balance. I want to maintain that respect. And, you know, it is December. Christmas is coming. I have restructured everything. Okay, I've restructured things in a way that I still get 5 hours of work done in the morning, so I get some peace of mind. And obviously I'll do a bit of filming throughout the day with CJ being here. We're going to do some more lifestyle things. Today, for example, we're going to be doing a killer gym session. We're going to go to that outdoor gym park, which, oh bro, by the way, I'm getting so much backlash on Instagram for. Not that much, like the percentage is maybe 5% giving me backlash, a bunch of, I don't know, wimps, to be honest. Like the fact that they're telling me that I started harassing the homeless person, right? And it's got nothing to do with him being homeless. It's the fact that he was drunk. It's the fact that he was harassing people before he came to me, and I had obviously watched it. It's the fact that he had chased kids away. He had chased children away from the damn park. I had comments on Instagram of literally people that I've never met before, people that don't even follow me because the video obviously popped off a little bit, telling me that they're kids, like they're young. There's nothing that they can do about it. It makes them feel so uncomfortable that they have to leave the space. I've got women on there saying the same thing because a lot of people, you see, I'm from Africa. A lot of people don't understand how shit works here, right? Like, if you aren't vigilant, if you aren't aware, shit will go wrong. Literally 2.5 or a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, there was a woman in our local park in Oranjezicht, a very nice neighborhood, mind you. Just walking, she got stabbed in the shoulder. This random guy, no reason, didn't want to steal her phone. He was tweaked out, he's homeless, he's a vagrant. And he stabbed this woman in the shoulder. Bro, and then a bunch of guys, because there's rangers, they ran down and beat the shit out of him. Right? Rangers isn't like park rangers. They move around the park. And that just shows you, like, you need to be aware, right? And I've been through it, bro, living here. I've been held at gunpoint many times. I've been mugged many times. I had my shit broken into many times. Even as a kid, I've been held at knife point multiple times. Phone stolen. That's how shit is here. That's another reason why I got big, right? Why I wanted to pick up size, to, again, also be intimidating, because I want to walk in the street, bro. They're going to think twice before fucking with me. Because I never had that shit growing up. I was a very easy target growing up because I was skinny. I couldn't protect myself. Now it's a big difference. It's a whole different story. I'm someone that hates conflict. I don't like conflict. We used to get into a lot of bar fights as younger guys, you know, school rivalries. It's just how it went, but I never liked it, right? It comes with a lot of complication. It comes with a lot of bullshit. I'm a big believer though, if shit hits the fan, you need to be able to defend yourself. And I'll only ever do so if I'm defending myself or if I'm defending someone who cannot defend themselves. Okay? And you know, that's one of the biggest reasons, yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go to that park again. Hopefully we don't have the same altercations. But it's kind of funny to see how people are on Instagram. Like, honestly, just want to give them a bunch of wet wipes. Like shut the fuck up, honestly. And you guys will see in the video, I ask him multiple times, listen, please, like, leave my space, give me a bit of space, because he's coming in, he's drunk, like, he stinks, like, you can smell him from maybe 5 foot away, right? And I just asked him politely, please leave, give me a bit of space. Didn't, so I had to swear, and I said thank you. Luckily, it didn't have to become a physical altercation, which tends to happen a lot of the times with people who are drunk or on drugs. They just don't care. They've got liquid courage. But anyway, That's that. So we've got a new structure, 4 a.m. wake up, doing 5 hours. So then after 10 a.m., I've got peace of mind. I've got the rest of the day to just chill, to hang out with the friends, to go film YouTubes, to go do some training. But then I know, I'm still working toward it. I'm still keeping that momentum because I know if I lose momentum, going into 2026, it's going to be so much harder to achieve those New Year's resolutions. And that's one of the biggest reasons why people never stick to their New Year's resolutions, because they go in with no structures, no system set in place, and they wonder, why can I never stick to my New Year's resolution? Why has this been another year of me telling myself that I'm going to get shit done and you don't get it done? It's not because you're lazy, it's because you don't set things up, right? It's because you're starting from scratch. That's as simple the way it is. Okay, so it's important that even during this holiday time, you act with intention. You've got your little morning routine. Maybe you do an hour of self-development and you stick to those things. Because then, once you do this, 2026 is literally going to be your bitch. Okay, you are going to conquer every single goal that you set out when you go in with momentum and full intention. But gents, let me get to my self-developing. You guys are going to meet CJ in a bit. We're going to do it all day in the life. Michael play some putt-putt. We're going to have some breakfast. We're going to go have a coffee. We're going to go do a beach walk. We're going to do a bunch of things. We're going to stay nice and active. It is festive season. He's got the freedom to not eat the way that he wants. We did a meal prep in any case to stay on top of things. But, it's going to be a cool couple of days. Might go camping later this week, and you guys are going to get a cool vlog of that. So, peace. See you in a bit. Okay, we're out and about doing our fasted cardio. There's Gun.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Yeah. It's fine, we've got a fast. Still got a session to hit, and then we're gonna go get breakfast. We're on the mountain trail. Yeah, shit out. Hey Gun, give us a flex, brother. See those abs, son?
Here we are. What is it,
How much weight have you lost now?
16 pounds.
16 pounds.
Yeah.
You're feeling fuller, you're feeling stronger.
I feel stronger, feel lighter,
Yeah.
less sluggish.
Confident.
Yeah. Everything that you can hope and dream of.
Good man. Here you come. Okay, of course, while we're doing our fasted cardio, we've got to have our electrolytes and glutamine to ensure that we don't lose any muscle tissue, and of course to line the gut, so when we do eat, absorption is going to be on point, and we're going to take in all of those proteins, carbs and fats, and the body's going to utilize them exactly how we want that. Let's go. I used to be someone that absolutely despises cardio. You'd never catch me on a treadmill doing any form of cardio. And I understand very well, in order to adopt something new, something that you don't necessarily like but you know is going to move you forward, is to make it satisfying. And what better way to do so than to, instead of doing a faster cardio on a treadmill, on a white bike, you do it at a place like this. Look at this. Now, I used to go from never wanting to do cardio, absolutely despising it, now looking forward to it. Looking forward to a walk, looking forward to nature, looking forward to moving closer to my goals. And that's another thing, like, you need to completely reframe the way you look at things. If you are continuously telling yourself, you know what, damn, I have to go do my cardio, damn, I have to hit my meal, damn, I have to hit my training session. Reframe it. Literally, instead of doing this is going to change your mindset. Think of it in this way. Damn, what an absolute privilege that I get to do X, Y, Z. What a privilege that I get to become that version that I'm looking to become. What an absolute privilege that I get to go and walk. What a privilege. How grateful that you actually have the ability to walk and move towards your goals. Once you reframe things like this, once you look at things in a perspective of gratitude, your entire perspective will change. Give that a go. Okay, we've arrived at a different park this time. One a little bit more secluded, no homeless people here. So that's good, no drunks. But we're gonna do a quick little bodyweight session, maybe some push-ups, kind of just go as we please, see what there is. There's a couple of machines there. This is the spot. Okay, so we've just looked at everything, all the equipment, and of course, before you even go into the session, you need to come up with a game plan, because when you come up with a game plan, when you plan your sessions, you don't go in with any decision fatigue, right? You know exactly what to do, how to hit it. You don't waste any time, you get shit done. Okay, that's how you don't waste a bunch of time in the gym. You see, a lot of people have this misconception that you need to spend hours in the gym. I mean, I used to think that you need to spend at least 3 hours in the gym to get a physique. That's just not the case. But where people have that misconception is because they go to the gym, they don't really know what to do. They're like, okay, should I do this? Should I do that? Then you spend so much time just thinking, you spend so much time on your phone that you don't actually get to the sessions, right? So the best way to eliminate that decision fatigue, save a bunch of time, is to plan ahead. Okay, so this is basically what we're going to be doing. This is what we got in mind. So here we're going to hit some tricep dips, and straight after that we're going to move into some dips here for the chest. Then we're going to go to this machine. We're going to do lat pull downs, focused primarily on the lats. Then we're going to do reverse grip. So that's where we're going to hand here, right? Then we're going to do a reverse grip here, close grip. So that's going to work the biceps. Then we'll move over to this side and we're going to hit a bit of calves. Now we've also obviously done the walking already this morning, which is going to work legs. I'm not going to be doing any legs just yet. No squats, no movements like that. I'm going to still give my back another 3 weeks before I do any of those types of movements. I don't want to cause any shit. God forbid I go for another fucking surgery, bro. But yeah, let's get started.
Oh, fuck. Buddy. What was that? Oh, yeah. I'll see how many I can. Then it was this. Close grip, right grip.
Let's go wide grip first, out there.
Oh, yeah. And how many?
Come on. Hard squeeze. Let's go. We're going to take single arm.
Single arm.
Go 10. Use the bicep. Hand behind your back. Come on. Nice. Go. How you feeling?
Ah, good.
Where's the? Let's go.
Oh. Oh, fuck it.
Long ass legs, son.
Long as shit.
Let's keep it closer up.
Oh.
Deep, deep, deep. Nice. Okay.
Not too bad. I definitely feel it in the triceps. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Okay. I'm gonna try the dips. Haven't done dips in a very long time. Hopefully it will be fun. Look at it. Yeah, what? Ooh, it's good, eh? Finish it off. Some carbs. Yeah. Don't need to target that much of the carbs. No, I think that one might be better actually. With the carbs. I haven't done carbs in but no, this one was the fucking yeah, my boy. Don't get them huge. Woo. Ooh. Ooh. Where's your belly? Where's your belly? Yeah, there we go. Oh, she loves it, man. This little thing. Whoa! Okay, let's get some pull-ups in, boy. Alright, guys, how was that session?
I don't know, that one kind of took me out
What?
a little bit.
Body weight.
Body weight, yeah. But I feel like body weight is a little bit different than actually training with weights.
Yeah,
I know that's for sure.
Calisthenics is next level, and also we've got a fairly high body weight. But this is basically a session that you guys can follow if you don't have a gym, right? So let's say you're traveling and you come across a park like this. They usually have them in pretty much everywhere in the world. But it's super simple, super basic. It's high intensity. You see, if it was weight training, heavy lifting, we'd take more breaks in between, right? Because then our aim is to just push as heavy as we possibly can. This shit, especially if you're doing it a circuit, takes it out of you. This is going to be perfect when you're going through that priming and the depletion phase. Speaking of, how did you find that priming depletion phase?
I like the priming phase. The depletion phase was not fun. Mainly just really when you're going out, because I didn't work out as much when doing the depletion phase. But when you do work out on the days you have to work out, you got to make sure that you're going at it 100%. I know you're tired, have no carbs in you, you're just exhausted. I understand. But when you go to the gym, you gotta just be locked in. No matter how hungry you are, there'll be a food afterwards. I promise you there's gonna be food afterwards. But you just gotta get through the workout, push 100%, especially the cardio after the workout. You gotta push through that whole entire thing. That's all it is. Just push through it. I know it's hard. I promise you, I know it's hard. You just gotta get through it.
There we go. And do you think it was worth it?
Yeah, I mean, look at me.
There you go,
And at the end of the day, it all paid off.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it all paid off. So,
And you find your discipline grew?
yeah, discipline grew for sure. Not even just doing my workouts, but you see it outside the workouts as well. So when you build the discipline, it's not just for prepping your meals, making sure you're going out to work out. You also start seeing that things spill over into your own personal life. So showing up to work on time. Even I started showing up to work an whole hour early. So now I have extra time. So there's really no excuse for me to be behind on my work at work. So when I'm done with work, that's it.
Yeah, because you said that you were coming home at like, what was like
Yeah, I would be coming home at like 8.
And your girlfriend would be pissed off?
Yeah, I would be pissed off at me because I'm just coming home late, not really spending much time with her. Talked to Eugene about it. Only thing we did, it was just took the workout, did it first thing in the morning. So yes, I'm waking up a little bit earlier, but I'm getting my free time back. So instead of getting off work at 5 p.m., going straight to the gym, get home at 8, 7:30, still got to shower, cook at 9 p.m., then I'd go straight to go to bed. Once I talk to Eugene, we just switch some things around, wake up a little bit earlier, but once it's 5 p.m., I go straight home, and I have more time to be able to do things that I actually want to do.
100%, and that's the thing, guys. It's like, the reason why I preach structure, the reason why I preach routine is because what we did for CJ is literally just implemented a morning routine. That was a 5 a.m. wake up, you did a cold shower first thing in the morning, and I fucking know that sucks. That's what I've been doing as well. But you know what, after you get through that and you come to the realization that all it is, it's your brain seeking comfort, right? Think about it. It's just cold water on your skin. It's cold water on your skin, but majority of us, we have that anticipation of not wanting to do it. You just gotta be like, fuck it, it's gonna last what, not even like flipping 30 seconds, and then you're out.
And then, did you find that you had more energy after having that cold shower?
Yeah,
After doing
I felt like
gym
I had
session
more
in the
energy,
morning?
was more awake. But I would even say just doing the whole more running routine and switching my workouts to the morning. As it's one of those things you just gotta do it and you'll find out. But when I go into work, I felt just much better than everyone because I did everything that I was supposed to do the morning of. I got my workout in, so I just felt like I was better than everyone. Am I? I don't know, but
Yes, you are,
personally,
sir.
I just feel like I am.
Every motherfucker in this program is, because every person in this program doesn't want to be average. We don't settle. We all got that mindset. But yeah, but well done. Oh shit! And you said a couple people reached out to you, like,
Yeah, a couple of people reached out to me,
complimenting and shit.
compliment. That was another big thing when I actually felt confident enough to actually post my workouts or actually show my body off.
Yeah.
Then you start receiving the compliments, and it feels good to have people see what you've accomplished. It feels real good.
What did they say?
They were just saying, bro, I've been, one of my good friends was saying, hey, bro, I've seen your progress. Keep it up. Keep on going. Don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing. And you'll get a lot of that. You'll have a lot of people start supporting you in your own journey. So at first it will just be you in the gym. And as you don't think it's worth it until you actually start getting the results, you start showing everyone your results. And that's when everyone will start coming to you and just seeing what you've done. So, yeah.
And sweet, bro. Fucking very happy with your progress.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go to the beach now, get that over and done with.
Some. Can I swear? I need some fucking breakfast.
Yeah, what's the time? So we've been fasting as well. So you guys know that we do the fasted walk every day. See, this is part of the routine. The reason why we do this is to, again, keep that insulin sensitivity at an absolute maximum, because then it gives us the privilege to go and have a croissant and to go have some eggs and bacon, because best believe it, we're going to have a croissant. And yeah, so one last thing.
Yeah.
So Siege guy, what message do you have for the people watching?
Stop being fucking lazy. That's all I gotta say to you. Stop being lazy. As this one guy said, I mean, you can either play these games and, have your character work out, or you can actually be the character and actually go and work out.
Look at that.
Just not being lazy.
There we go. He's very straight to the point. These guys, we'll see you we're gonna go do a dip, and then we're gonna know, should we do a dip and then breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go for a swim, drop the pup off at my mom. Luckily she's that side. It's good to have that support system. Then we'll go for a quick dip, and then we're gonna hit some breakfast. Check you guys in a bit.
Cheers.
Okay, so we made it to the beach, catching a little bit of sun, and take a nice cold plunge now, and finally get some food. Got it, breakfast. Got some Turkish eggs, some bacon, some sourdough. CJ doubled up. You're hungry, bro? That's good. Your body's working for you now. That food's just gonna go straight to them guns, boy. Of course, gotta have a quick little bathroom break. That's how we do it in Africa. Barefoot. Come now, what's happening?
Daddy.
Us on the way home now. Look at our kitchen sitting. Gonna head home, do some client updates. I think CJ is gonna head off to
sauna.
Do a sauna, cold plunge. I'm not gonna be joining. Got some client things to do. New guys have joined. Gotta make sure that they are set up and ready to kill it. Let's go. Hey, so back home, chilling on the couch. About to edit a couple of videos. Got some client check-ins I want to do, and I've also got some new guys that have joined the insulin recon method. Got to set up all of their systems, all of their structures, get everything personalized from the meal plan to the training to everything down to the T, to make sure that progress is going to be absolutely next level. So it usually takes me a couple of days to get everything built out properly. And of course, there's the habits modules that, before we hop onto the onboarding call, which is going to be Friday, I'm taking all of those to ensure that all of them go through every single piece of information that is provided, right? In order to make sure that they are set up for absolute success. That is going to be the habits modules, which is about an hour and a half long. Then the mindset modules are still being built, because it takes a lot of time. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort that goes into this, because, it's so much more than just a physique change. A physique at the end of the day is just an external representation of the type of man that you are. And I'm on a mission to just get a bunch of guys who are absolutely driven, who are fully committed, who literally want to unlock their full potential. That is my mission for the next couple of years. Build a little empire. Maybe a big empire. Fuck it, let's do a big empire. Always set the standard nice and high. But guys, knackered, tired, got a lot of sun, still got to cook some food, gonna have some ground beef. I'm gonna do something a little bit nicer today. Then we are going to the shopping center later, do that last little bit of Christmas shopping. I don't know how busy it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be absolutely disgusting. I say it, don't spray it, eh? And then, what else? I think that's about that. No, then I think we're gonna go out. I'm not gonna be drinking. None of that shit. But we're gonna be going out just to go, walk around, go socialize a bit. CJ is down here, Jamie, who's my other mate. The three of us have just been very close for, I don't know, 15 years, something like that. Is it 15 years? Yeah, it's probably about 15 years. And, the boys are in town, so Jamie's leaving on the 25th. He's going to Thailand, he's going to Bali or something. No, I think he's going to Bali. So we're going to spend some time together, and then, it's almost Christmas Eve, guys. It's almost Christmas. Can you believe it? The year is almost finished. And my question is, what are you going to do for 2026? Are you going to continue to tell yourself, set these goals that you never achieve? Or are you going to start right now, after watching this video, start setting up the systems, start watching some of my other videos where you're going to have a good idea? Go watch the 3x3 rule. Okay, the 3x3 rule is probably the video that I did just previously. And that is literally going to set you up. If you implement those things, start off small, then you can compound them, right? Once you go into that new year, you are set up for success. Okay, you are set up in the flow state, and you don't have to start from no momentum. It's better to build a little bit of momentum now, even if it's like waking up at the same time, right? Even if it's doing a 10-minute fasted walk to prime your insulin sensitivity, just to build that routine. The two biggest things I would say right now is get an evening routine in place and get a morning routine in place. Start, eating somewhat conscious. It's going to be a bit difficult with season coming, with Christmas coming. Dude, fuck. You see, it's because of this light. I'm spitting. It's going to be a bit difficult with all of those things. So enjoy it. Always act upon intention. And when 2026 comes, even if it doesn't fall on a Monday, do it. Go to the gym. Go walk. It might be closed because of New Year's, but just get something done. Do your 100 push-ups. If you truly want change, if you truly want to achieve the damn goals that you have set out, and you don't want it to be another year that goes by and you find yourself in the exact same position because you just couldn't commit, don't let that shit happen, because before you know it, 10 years goes by and you're going to live with regret, and you're going to live in the position that you're currently at right now. That feeling of knowing that you can do more, that you have got so much more potential to reach, but you just won't commit. You procrastinate because you see what happens when you procrastinate. You tell yourself these things and you tend to believe it. You say, I'm going to start. You literally bullshit your brain. I made a video on auto-suggestion as well. It's under the video of how to reframe your mindset, right? With shitty situations, and situations that you have control over, right? There's also a video of how you can completely transform situations that you have no control over that has happened, and how you can use that as fuel and how you can get out of that, which has helped me in many scenarios, many positions. But there's also a video in there which tells you, you need to use things like auto-suggestion. You need to use these things that are going to take you forward, because you need to rewire your brain. Otherwise, you continue to believe yourself that you are actually going to start, and it never ends up happening. Take it by the balls and get it done. Let's go, boys.
Merry Christmas Eve, people. Okay, so it's the next day now. Didn't end up filming where we went to eat. Didn't end up going out last night. Didn't end up going to the shops as we planned. It just ended up getting way too late. And, you know, so we just decided we're gonna go for dinner. Me and the 3 guys, like I said, like we've known each other since years, right? Ages, way back. So we had a good dinner together, had a pizza, got some cheesecake. With that being said, now everything was extended a lot later. So this morning, I got woken up by the alarm, 4 a.m., and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put snooze on for 5 minutes, but I slept through that entire snooze. Okay, so I got up at about 4:45, so 45 minutes passed, and I was like super whacked, and I just forced myself to get out of bed. You know, sometimes you can't always stick to everything that you put out, right? You can always try your best, but you can't always stick to it. Like last night, of course, I'm gonna go out, right? Jamie's flying tomorrow. So we're gonna have a last dinner with the 3 of us, because then CJ's going back again in January. I think it's like the 6th or the 8th. So might as well cash in, right? While you can. So ended up getting home a lot later, so that means my evening routine got extended a lot later, meaning I went to bed a lot later. So I was whacked when I woke up this morning. Took my cold shower, felt a little bit better. Still fairly tired now, I've been working. But even though I didn't wake up earlier, that means I just need to extend the work that I've set out, right? Because the reason why I'm waking up at 4 a.m. right now is because I'm busy building. I'm busy building systems. I'm busy building and developing and upgrading all of the systems for my clients. Mapping out the mindset modules, like getting everything down to the T. You can see in the back of the board there. I then again did the 3x3 method. Sorry, the 3x3 rule, which I've gone into detail, guys, which I'm going to be posting. This is literally what clients pay me thousands of dollars for, right? Like, this is an opportunity to cash in. I'm giving you all of the source for free. I'm probably going to be posting that in the next day to 2 days, somewhere around there. So that's just going to help you set yourself up for success, especially going into 2026, especially if your goals are high and you actually want to achieve them. And you don't want to go into that new year again by wishing and hoping. No, you want to go into that new year by achieving, actually reaching those goals that you've set up for yourself. But brilliant day yesterday, right? Went to the beach, very active, did the fasted walk in the mountains. The pup I took this morning for our fasted cardio, so even though I woke up a little bit later, still make sure I stick to my routines. Even though it's Christmas Eve, I stick to my routines, because those routines are not just like for the physique change. Yes, it is. It's for my mindset, right? It's to make sure that I keep the momentum going, that I don't lose any of that momentum. And honestly, it's become very automatic. I don't even think about it. I don't even think about having to go for a walk. When I start getting to the training routine again, it's the same thing. I wouldn't even have to think about going back to the gym. Now, because I've lost all momentum with the training, I need to make sure that all of my systems are structured and set up. Training is going to be happening in the next 2 weeks, guys. This is when the rebound is happening, right? This is when the huge comeback is on the way. 2 more weeks, then I'm in the gym, starting, slowly going up. I've probably lost about, I'd say 40 pounds now, right? But I have no stress about it whatsoever. I'm not stressed at all, because I know that I've already developed a method, which took me years to develop, of that trial by error. Because, bro, if I had lost 5 pounds of lean mass back then, I would have gone into a frenzy. I would have gone so stressed. I would have been so demotivated, because I knew how hard I was working to get that, you know. And with many of those days, training so hard and just not getting the result. So it was almost like a very scarcity mindset that I had back then, because I hadn't developed that system, right? It's the same with, if you have a scarcity mindset toward money, you won't make money, right? Because instead of having that scarcity mindset, rather think, okay, this money that I have, I will invest to improve myself, to better myself, to upskill so that I can make more money, right? It's the same concept. Now, I don't have any stress around that whatsoever, because I know when we start again in 2 weeks, I'm going to surpass that. I'm absolutely going to surpass that. And I'm very excited for it. It's kind of starting from square one. And you guys are going to be a part of that journey. And it's going to show you like how quickly I'm going to be able to pick up those 40 pounds. And, 1 second. I just ordered some breakfast stuff, some sourdough and that. So let me go grab it. There we go. You see, That's another technique. I was too lazy, too tired, too busy to go to the shop. So instead of me being hungry at the moment, which I am, right? I still need to have my breakfast. I could have easily just ordered some McDonald's. Not that I ever would, but I could have easily ordered something on Uber Eats. But no, let me just get the meal prep. Let me get everything sorted, okay? So I can still stick to my plan as best possible. Now, it is festive season. It is Christmas Eve. Last night we went out, had a pizza. But the thing is, I don't have any guilt toward that because I know that literally those carbs, that sodium, that pizza, that sugar from the cheesecake that I had, I woke up this morning looking even more shredded, right? My veins were popping because those carbs are being used so well, because my insulin sensitivity is through the roof. Now, if I was resistant to insulin, I'd wake up the next day feeling bloated, having water retention, just not being comfortable, okay? So that is the secret to basically food flexibility at the end of the day. But yeah, it's been a great day so far. It's Christmas Eve, Christmas tomorrow. Don't know what I'm going to be doing. Don't know. I think my mom's doing something else. My dad's away. So I've got the boys here. We're going to maybe do something very chilled. Maybe we'll go out somewhere. But yeah, it's been a solid day. But guys, lots of value dropping within these next couple of weeks, months, and honestly moving forward. Whatever I learn, whatever I build, whatever I develop, I'm going to be putting on here, right? I want to make sure that you guys are set up for success, specifically going to 2026. What I do recommend is looking out for the updated video of the 3x3 rule. That is just it's ridiculous. If I don't set this up, if I don't set up the 3x3 rule, I go into that day extremely scattered, right? I go into that day not having a direction in what to do. I get extremely overwhelmed, and then, I just don't make progress. Because of that overwhelm, I also get discouraged. Then you almost want to just go to what is a very big default for that. When you don't know exactly what to do, you'll find yourself like, okay, let me go watch Netflix. Okay, let me doom scroll on Instagram, because there's no specific plan set in place. I am someone who thrives with structure. I am someone who is also very ADHD. And with that being said, if I don't have these things in place, I will struggle to stay disciplined, right? I will struggle to be consistent. And consistency and discipline is obviously the backbone of making any sort of progress in any single field. But gents, love you guys. I will check you for the next one. Let's go.